Chapter 52. After the passing away. Sri Ramakrishna passed away on Sunday, August 15, 1886, plunging his devotees and disciples into a sea of grief. They were like men in a shipwreck, but a strong bond of love held them together, and they found assurance and courage in each other's company. They could not enjoy the friendship of worldly people and would talk only of their Master. Shall we not behold him again? This was the one theme of their thought and the one dream of their sleep. Alone, they wept for him. Walking in the streets of Kolkata, they were engrossed in the thought of him. The Master had once said to M, "It becomes difficult for me to give up the body when I realize that after my death you will wander about weeping for me." Some of them thought, "He is no longer in this world. How surprising that we still enjoy living. We could give up our bodies if we liked, but still we do not." Time and again, Sri Ramakrishna had told them that God reveals himself to his devotees if they yearn for him and call on him with whole-soul devotion. He had assured them that God listens to the prayer of a sincere heart. The young unmarried disciples of the Master, who belonged to his inner circle, had attended on him day and night at the Kashipur garden house. After his passing away, most of them returned to their families against their own wills. They had not yet formally renounced the world. For a short while, they kept their family names. But Sri Ramakrishna had made them renounce the world mentally. He himself had initiated several of them into the monastic life, giving them the ochre clothes of Shunnashis. 2 or 3 of the Master's attendants had no place to go. To them, the large-hearted Surendra said, "Brothers, where will you go? Let us rent a house. You will live there and make it our Master's shrine, and we householders shall come there for consolation. How can we pass all our days and nights with our wives and children in the world? I used to spend a sum of money for the Master at Kashipur. I shall gladly give it now for your expenses." Accordingly, he rented a house for them at Boranagar, in the suburbs of Kolkata, and this place gradually became transformed into a mutt or monastery. For the first few months, Surendra contributed 30 rupees a month. As the other members joined the monastery one by one, he doubled his contribution, which, He later increased to 100 rupees. The monthly rent for the house was 11 rupees. The cook received 6 rupees a month. The rest was spent for food. The younger Gopal brought the master's bed and other articles of daily use from the garden house at Kashipur. The Brahmin, who had been cook at Kashipur, was engaged for the new monastery. The first permanent member was the elder Gopal. Sharad spent the nights there. In the beginning, Sharad, Shoshi, Baburam, Niranjan, and Kali used to visit the monastery every now and then, according to their convenience. Tarok, who had gone to Vrindavan following the master's death, returned to Kolkata after a few months and soon became a permanent member of the monastery. Rakhal, Jogin, Latu, and Kali were living at Vrindavan with the Holy Mother when the monastery was started. Kali returned to Kolkata within a month. Rakhal after a few months, and Jogin and Latu after a year. The householder devotees frequently visited the monastic brothers and spent hours with them in meditation and study.